The world is a constant flux of new global economies and evolving technologies. In line with the UAE vision for the next 50 years, AIM Digital, the first digital edition of the annual investment meeting, with a theme Reimagining Economies, the move towards a digital, sustainable and resilient future, will showcase the most attractive investment opportunities for people from over 170 countries. Join AIM Digital from 20 to 22 October. Visit aimcongress.com.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Morocco Virtual Startup Pitch Competition. A very warm welcome to all the participants and jury members for joining us today. My name is Kritika, and I will be your host for today's event. Let me first start off by saying thank you to all the participants for waiting patiently for today's competition. As we all know, the competition was supposed to be held as a physical competition in the month of March, but because of COVID, we had decided to go completely virtual. On behalf of the co-organizers, Moroccan Startup Ecosystem, Catalyst, MCEC, and Islamic Development Bank, we are pleased to resume our partnership with AIM and the Ministry of Economy of the United Arab Emirates in our journey to discover disruptive companies and competitive solutions within Morocco's startup ecosystem. AIM, short for the Annual Investment Meeting, is the largest investment platform in the world. And also as an initiative of the UAE's Ministry of Economy, AIM has been promoting a healthier global economy by linking investment opportunities to fast-growing economies under several key pillars: foreign direct investment, foreign portfolio investment, small and medium enterprises, future cities, One Belt and One Road, a special event, and startups, which is our key focus for today. We are excited to listen each of these 4 shortlisted applicants who will showcase their company's product and service as they compete for a chance to represent Morocco at the final AIM 2020 Global Startups Champions League on October 20th till the 22nd, which will be happening next week. Before we begin, allow me to first introduce the jury members of our today's competition. Our first jury is Mr. Ismail Filahi, who is a finance professional from ISDB Group. And our second jury is Mr. Nofal Sharma, who's the CEO of DigMind Morocco and founding president of Startup Morocco. To all the jury members, thank you very much for carving out time from your busy schedule and to be a part of this competition. Before we hand over the floor to our first presenter, let us recap in the format and rules of the pitching competition. Each startup will be given 5 minutes of pitching and 5 minutes of Q&A with the juries. Timekeeping for the pitch and the Q&A will be managed via the chat box on Zoom, and timekeeping for both will be managed by the organizers. Refrain from posting any messages or that even includes promotional materials in the chat box unless you are a jury member or a part of the organizing team. Keep yourself on mute at all times unless you are the speaker. Scoring will take place after each Q&A session. Jury members, please stay done in the chat box once you have done scoring the startup. Overall scores will be tallied by the end of the competition, and the overall winner will be announced during the closing segment of today's event. If any participant happen to come across any technical difficulties, please refresh your web browser or log out and log back in again. Otherwise, please switch on to another web browser. The Zoom platform is supported by Google Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and Microsoft Edge. All right, without any further ado, let us begin the competition. Our first contestant that will be presenting today is Ecodome Maroc, and this will be presented by Mr. Yunus Ozari. Mr. Yunus, are you here?
Yeah, hello everyone.
Hello, all right, so can you please come on screen, please, because we would love to see the faces that will be representing Morocco.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect, that's great. So we can hear you and we can see you, and you may proceed to share your screen, and all the best.
Thank you so much. Do you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I'm waiting for the signal to start.
You may begin now.
Okay, so I begin by presenting myself. My name is Yunus Waziri. I'm a civil engineer and the founder and CEO of Ecodom Maroc, which is an enterprise of ecological construction of houses and infrastructure for rural tourism through using local materials, mainly earth. The project started when we were traveling across Morocco and Africa and the Middle East. We have noticed that there are a lot of natural landscapes that have a great touristic potential, but don't have necessarily the adequate infrastructure in order to sustain this potential and to bring a greatest value to tourists visiting those places. And the fact of building these infrastructure using concrete, wood, or steel cannot meet the value that we're looking for. So we were inspired by the work of an Iranian American architect called Nadir Khalili, who developed an ecological construction technique called super adobe that uses sand bags that we fill with local earth, stabilized or not, depending on geotechnical study. The bags are the ones that you've seen in white in those photos, and you are seeing the three phases of the construction: the foundation phase, the superstructure phase, and the finishing phase. This technique enables us to have many advantages. The first advantage is reducing the time of construction up to 50% compared to traditional methods. The second advantage is reducing the cost per meter square up to 40%, since we are using local raw materials, mainly earth, and we are eliminating the cost of logistics. And the third advantage is the thermal and acoustical isolation that we can have through exploiting the characteristics of the material earth. All what we have to do is to dimension the thickness of the external walls in order to have an infrastructure that adjusts naturally to weather condition. And up to date, we have already built more than 20 ecodoms all over Morocco. We have generated 5.2 million dirhams, which is equivalent to 520,000 US dollars in revenues. And we have created 15 direct jobs and more than 20 indirect jobs. About our business model, we are proposing two services. The first service is based on the technical studies. It is regarding establishing different plans regarding structure, architecture, and technical commodities, electricity, water, and sanitation. And the second service is the service of construction. We have three teams of workers that are trained and formed on different earthen techniques that we use, and that are ready to move wherever we have a construction site. About our client segmentations, we are targeting two niches. The first one are the individuals who have farms and who would like to build them using ecological techniques. We intervene in order to build for them a secondary house using this technique. And the second niche are the investors in ecotourism. It is regarding creating an infrastructure that adjusts in natural landscapes and fits according to weather conditions. I present to you our team. The management team is composed of 3 engineers, 2 civil engineers, and 1 3D and 2D designer. And we have 14 trained workers who can use different earthing techniques. And since the Ecodome speaks through photos, I leave you with some of our references, our current constructions. The first one is a house built on a space of 177 meters square in a nearby city here in Morocco called Tiflet. And regarding the interior design, we go through using some typical Moroccan finishings. We have Tadlect, which is a mural finishing, and tiles on the ground, and we respect different local regulations regarding thermal performances and structural performances. The second reference is an ecological cultural center that we have built in Atlas Mountains. And through this reference, we have experienced severe weather conditions. During summer, it hits 45 to 50 degrees Celsius, and during winter it reaches -5 to -10, and we have snow and very severe rain. And the third reference, it is nearby Rabat, the capital of Morocco. It is our first reference using high standards regarding finishings, either in the exterior or the interior finishings. We have combined between traditional and modern commodities in order to come up with an instruction that fits naturally to weather conditions and that can propose the highest value regarding the touristic proposition. Those are the sanitations in the inside.
Mr. Yunus,
Yeah.
unfortunately, your time is up. So
Okay.
we would now have to proceed with the Q&A session. That was a great presentation, though.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Ismail and Mr. Nofal, I would request you to please come on stage and proceed with the Q&A session. Mr. Ismail?
Yes.
All right, great. You may proceed with the first question.
Yes, actually, thank you for the presentation. My first question is the business model.
Yeah.
What is? Can you describe the business model? What is your business model, and what are the foundations of your business model, and what ensures the sustainability of the project?
Yeah, so the business model is based on providing two services. The first service is the technical studies of the project. It is regarding establishing different plans, as I've mentioned, the structural plans and architectural plans and the technical commodities plans regarding electricity, water, and sanitation. And we are paid by percentage of the amount of the project. And the second service is the service of construction. We have our own teams who can move wherever we have a construction site.
Okay, so basically, you charge technical studies to whom?
To the clients who would like to build an ecological construction.
Which is, for example?
Yeah, we have two niches of clients. The first type are individuals who own farms and who would like to build them using ecological techniques. We build for them their house. And the second niche are the investors in ecotourism or rural tourism, regarding creating infrastructure that respects the landscape and that gives the best value to tourists of the region.
Okay. So it could be either client, either individual, or companies.
Exactly. Yeah, we have a mixed business model, B2C and B2B.
Okay, thank you.
I have another question about your marketing strategy. So could you tell us more and give us a clear overview on what are your plans for the marketing strategy, how you get new client, the client acquisition cost per client? The cost for one construction is pretty high. So do you have, could you give us a clear overview of?
Yeah, we have tested different channels, and we found that the best channel is the partnership with architects. With the local architects and international architects, and through them we can promote the concept and get clients in a regular basis. And and we are using other channels in order to create the branding through social media, through journals and television. But the main marketing strategy is to go through architects.
And because in rural areas in Morocco, we can have also access to classical construction technology, so they construct the old way. How many clients your market share regarding clients that are pretty sensitive to your unique offering?
Could you repeat the question, please?
The market share regarding what is your sum and your TAM and your market share?
Yeah, are you talking about the first segmentation or the second one? Because they vary from one to another one.
Please explain the two.
For the first one, we are on a market share of 30% because when we compare our technology to existing technologies, most of artisans or workers are working in an informal way. So we are among the first enterprises that can provide a service from studies to execution, and that have a legal status. For the second segmentation, we approached the SMIS, that is the Société d'investissement, Société marocaine d'investissement dans le tourisme in Morocco. It is an organism affiliated to the Ministry of Tourism, and that's shared with us a market study that has a share of 10% regarding infrastructure that should be created using Earth, and we are targeting a 10% of that 10%.
In number of units, it is equal to what exactly?
The market in global it is equivalent to $1.8 billion, and we are targeting 10% of it, which is $180 million.
And the number of constructed unit, number of construction.
I'm sorry, Mr. Nofal, but
okay.
The time is up for Yunus. Thank you very much for the juries, and thank you very much, Yunus. All the best to you. Thank you, juries, for your feedback. I would request you now to please proceed to score Ecodome on the AIM portal. And we will be back after scoring. Please remember to ensure on putting in done in the chat box once you're done scoring. Thank you very much, Yunus, and all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Juries, I hope you finished scoring Ecodome, because we're going to be proceeding now to the next startup. The next startup that we'll be presenting is iArm, and this will be presented by Rabi. Rabi, are you here?
Done. Yes, I'm here.
All right, great, perfect. So we can hear you and we can see you. You may proceed sharing your screen now, and all the best.
Thank you. Okay. Do you see my screen?
Yes, we can, and you may begin.
Okay. First of all, thank you for this occasion to present our project, our company. My name is Rabi Chiwi. I'm an electronics engineer graduate from Polytechnic School in Engineering in Canada with 17 years experience with the US company between California and Montreal. I started up the company called iArm, which is actually located in Morocco. With iArm is electronics company that's look for electronic solution to a different niche of problem that big companies are missing around the world. We're gonna be starting with one of the great products that iArm developed, and one of the problems that we are facing around the world. We all know each kitchen in the world, or home, restaurants, coffee shop, they are facing a huge risk of gas leak, which give really a tremendous damage when that's happened. This gas leak can happen in any houses, any apartments around the world. Actually, the systems, security systems for this kind of dramatically the situation doesn't really exist. They are very weak and doesn't respond to the houses perfectly, or the kitchens perfectly, the way how our kitchens are made, or the gas burn. So like, for example, in Dubai, in Arabia Saudi, in different many countries, with about 88% around the world, they're using this gas burner. There's about 12, 13 liters, and that's how they cook, using it to use a plugged with the stove. And you're going to see that there is no gas security. Most of the houses, there is no gas security in the kitchen for this kind of problem. Always we ask ourselves why we don't have, because what the solutions that everything has been wired, made for industrial, is not adapt properly to the houses. iArm's come up with the solutions called iArm. It's called Aman Gas. I'm sorry. Aman Gas is wireless small detectors. You don't have to drill anything in the wall or the kitchen, which is double stickers. You stick the sensor, the gas sensor, butane, propane, and natural gas. When it detects the presence of gas, it sends a wireless signal. You don't need internet. This is wireless protocol made for the system iArm itself, for the Aman Gas. And then it sends a wireless signal to this kind of device, electrovalve, wireless electrovalve, and it shut the gas, the source of the gas automatically. So for example, if you have the gas leak, just right here on the pipes, or whatever who's cooking, he forget to close perfectly the stove, what are you gonna have? It's just you're gonna be, when you coming back home, you're gonna find a bomb waiting for you. So what happened, the gas, Aman Gas, it detects the presence of the gas in the kitchen, which is close to the source of the leak, and it shut off the source automatically. That's really great. This communication is wireless, and this electrovalve works with small batteries that last for 3 years. This use a special protocol that iArm developed. It's a telecommunication protocol that we developed that allows this electrovan to work. The electronics electrovan works with the small batteries, CR2016, CR2032, and it lasts for 3 years. This system also has some other capacities, which is one sensor is able to close 4 sources, 3 sources at home. So for example, you have 3 bottoms, gas bottoms, it can close two gas bottoms at the same time, and more during a space of 200 meters. Also, one electrovan can be controlled, I'm sorry, one electrovan can be controlled by 4 sensors wirelessly. So for example, you can put 2 sensors, one in the kitchen, in the corner, the right corner of the kitchen, the other one in the left corner of the kitchen, to increase the probability to catch the gas, and then it will send the signal automatically to close the source. This solution comes up with also Aman Cook. Aman Cook, it's some electro valve that we have for Aman gas, but it works with the timer. This smart timer has a double-sided stickers with batteries that stays for 10 years here. When you put something on the stove, or today everybody is busy, cannot be, you know, standing close to the whatever casserole, whatever it is you're cooking on the top of your stove. And what happened, sorry, and what happened, we forget about it, and then we lost our whatever cooking time, and then the food is get burned. So what happened, we can just program the time we want for the gas. This is the first solution coming to worldwide that you can program your gas stove. Whatever we have out before is microwave, electric stove that you can program, but gas not. This is coming up with the new solution that every house will need this around worldwide. So you can program 45 minutes, and then after the time's 45 minutes, send a wireless message to the electrovan and you cut the gas.
Mr. Rabi, I'm sorry, but the time is up now.
Hello.
And we will now have to be proceeding to the Q&A session with our juries. Mr. Nofal, would you like to begin with the first question?
Yes, please. Could you, did you make sales before? If yes, how many? What is your marketing strategy? And the last question, could you give us more details about your IP?
Okay. Well, we did make sales, yes, within 2019. 2019, we did make about 1,200 units sales to Bricoma. Bricoma, it's like Canadian, it's like Home Depot in Morocco. They have 12 big stores in Morocco. So we signed a contract with them, and we start selling with them on different 18 stores. So we sell about 1,200 units in Morocco, and we did start planning to sell outside of Morocco by using internet. We're just working on the platform that will be coming sooner. I'm sorry, but what was the other question?
The IP. Did you have any IP?
What do you mean by IP?
Intellectual property.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, for the IP intellectual property, we did protect our design Aman gas, and by Moroccan OMPIC knowledge protections, we did protect the industrial design, so nobody can come up in Morocco and copy the same industrial design and try to sell it. So it's already protected in Morocco, and we are working with a Chinese government to protect it around the world. Be not produced in China. We know that most of the company, they find something, they send it to China. Can you copy me that? So we were working to protect it also in China to not be produced. But for the Aman Cook, which is actually coming up soon on sales, so it's not in the market yet. It's going to be, we're looking for a patent this product worldwide.
And the last question was about your marketing strategy.
Okay, for our, actually we did the last 2 years, we did work on Moroccan markets. We did start selling with 18 stores, and we just last 2 months, we did sign a contract with the 2 different stores, 2 different companies. One is called Marjan, they have 42 stores. And then one is called Electroplanet, that they have 38 stores. So come up total to 80 stores plus the 18 stores that we have in we're very much close to 100 stores. That's the Morocco market. Second market that we're looking through is the worldwide. It's 88% of the planet actually, and more that are using the gas barrels about 12, 13 years. The same is existing in Dubai, in Gulf, in Africa, in Europe. So our market is to sell through the internet from and exporting from Morocco and delivery by DHL or FedEx to each corner of the planet, starting from Brazil, going to Asia and Africa, Europe. That's our future market.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I have a question. So in your presentation, you actually you presented the solution. I understood that the solution is for bottled gas. So when you say that the solution is worldwide, can I still buy your solution when I am delivered the gas through pipeline, like in Europe, for example, and or in other developed countries?
Yes.
Because the gas is developed in the pipeline.
I'm sorry. Yes, it's very great questions. I was coming that on the rest of my presentation, but I didn't have enough time. Actually, when we did start in the market first, we did start the solution that works with the gas bottom. That's why we see the presentation, the pictures with the gas bottom. But what we did lately, it's about like 4 months, we adopt this solution that was for the pipe for the gas bottom. We adopt the output with the new solution mechanic. So what do? You take off this outputs, it becomes working with the gas pipeline, which we call a city gas, like in Europe, right? We did send the samples, 2 samples, one to France and one to Italy. So we install them the gas city and it works fine. So we're ready for the both solutions. It's gas butter and also the city gas. Yes.
So I had just candid question. Why gas? What are you addressing the gas issue, the gas leak issue? Why is that?
Because as you know, there's many damage human being goods by gas explosions. Just in Morocco, every year we have many situations like that, right? And you know, with something that lives with us at home is a gas. It's a gas leak can cause explosions, can cause intoxications, can cause a lot of things. It's a nightmare. It's something that everybody cares about it. So what are we? Why we address to this to find solutions that easy to install?
Mr. Rabi.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to cut you, but your time is up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No problem at all. That was a great presentation, and thank you very much, juries, for your feedback. All the best for you, Rabi. I would request the juries to please go ahead and score IAM on the AIM portal, and we will be back after scoring. Thank you very much, Rabi, and all the best.
Thank you.
All right, and with that, we are now going to proceed with our third startup for today. The third startup that we'll be presenting is Kasky, and this will be presented by Mr. Abid. Mr. Abid, are you here?
Yes. Hi, you ready?
Hello. All
Hello.
right, so we can hear you and we can see you. You may now share your screen and you may begin. All the
Yes,
best.
perfect. Thank you so much. Let's go. Thank you. So, 19 years ago, I have experienced a road motor accident because I was one of these guys. Just please enjoy this short video first.
Actually, we don't hear the voice on the video.
Mr. Abid, you
Yeah.
may put your audio on while
Yeah.
you share the video.
It's on.
Yes, that's better.
Perfect. Okay. Sorry for this. Let's try again. It is okay?
To be a user of a two-wheeled vehicle,
It's fine.
to expose yourself to a daily danger. 500,000 deaths. That makes more than 20 risks of death per 1 kilometer. Your safety is our passion. Kasky is your ally. With you all the time, and even if you forget it. Simply rechargeable with USB, with more than 20-hour battery life. And compatible with all helmets. Be visible and secure. Kasky gives you more visibility on the road, when stopping, shifting, or steering. And in the case of a technical issue, do not panic. A repairman will move quickly wherever you are to fix it. In case of an accident, Kasky alerts your family, close friends, and notifies emergencies around you. Kasky is a startup by creative young entrepreneurs with your daily security as concern. Support us.
Thank you so much for having our time. So the market is just huge. As you can see, it's about 5.3 billion motor drivers on the world, with an annual increase of between 5 to 15%. Our value proposition is mainly to reduce motor accidents by 10% during the next 5 years and convert good behaviors into assets, which means convert data into assets. Our business model is hyper simple. We have two kinds of hardware devices. The first one is a B2B device, which can be plugged inside any motorcycles and detect automatically the accident, can also track driver behavior and notify emergency and family. The second one is the external device, which can be attached over a magnet system behind any helmet and act as a third brake signal, hazard signal, and also can notify emergency rescue in case of an accident, and as well as analyzing driver behavior. And finally, we have made a free mobile application which can do the same things. It's more scalable. It's a free mobile app which which can also notify any cabin dangers, analyze driver behavior, and also give a driver the score to prevent any potential accidents. For example, if your score is really bad, then you have to be more to give more attention to some. For example, you don't have to brake a lot. You have to use your signal before turning, so we can analyze anything and everything regarding the driver behavior and provide the best coach. We have made many achievements in Morocco and few achievements in France as well. Our big partner today at American government, like police, like food deliveries, like motor wheels manufacturers. We are piloting actually with Yamaha in Nigeria and Uganda, and we are extending our business to France by the end of this year. Kasky also had many world recognition. The last one was in Yokohama in Japan as the best innovative startups. We have secured our first seed round with Keppel Venture. It's Japanese venture. We have made some partnership with Allianz, which converts good behavior into insurance bonus. So Allianz today in Morocco provide 10% as insurance bonus for good driving behavior. And also we have many food deliveries as customers. We are a small team in early stage phases. We are all passionate about IoT and software. We are based in Marrakesh, but operating in many Moroccan cities, and we are extending outside Morocco this year. So I'm happy to answer any question, and thank you for your time again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abid. That was a very interesting presentation. I now request the juries to please come on stage. Ismail, would you like to proceed with the first question? Mr. Ismail?
Yes. So the first question that comes into my mind, how would you convince people to wear your device, especially in Morocco, that people, they don't, you're in a hamlet. So how are you going to convince them?
That's a good question. Our business strategy was first over B2B partners, like two-wheel provider and two-wheel distributor. We have used this network. For example, in Marrakesh, Casablanca, we have 3 big partners who distribute motorcycle. So we have plugged Kasky inside the motorcycle. The main function of Kasky is first to detect accident, automatically notifies emergency and family. This is the main mission. And secondly, to provide like incentivized driving and to give you more coach regarding your behavior. So our politic and marketing strategy was first going over B2B partner and the B2B business. And finally, with Allianz as insurance, they provide for free the device. And in return, you share your scoring data to have access to 10% of a discount, okay? So as a poor behavior, you don't have to pay more your insurance fees, just to be sure. You just can get your insurance discount if your behavior is really good. That's it. And also outside Morocco, our strategy, because we are, as I told before, we are bootstrapping everything. We are really early stage startups. We are using B2B partners like Yamaha, for example. So today we are piloting many business in Uganda and Nigeria with Yamaha to plug directly the device inside the motorcycle. So this is our strategy right now. But we are also looking to launch the B2C version and to go directly to the customer, not in Morocco, because the Moroccan market is really small. Just to be clear, Morocco is just 1.2 million motor driver. It's nothing regarding the 5.3 billion drivers.
Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Welcome.
I have another question, please, about the capability of your device, because I believe the phone that the driver has already could detect the choke and deliver the message to families and friends to say, I have an accident. So what is the difference between your device and an app I can install on my phone, for example?
You're right, sir. You're absolutely right. The value added for the device for this one is the visibility, okay? You have the turn signal, you have the warning signal. So we are more visible. And just to be clear, 70% of worldwide accidents are caused by invisibility first, okay? And secondly, we are also providing the mobile application, which also can be connected with device, so they can work together, or only using the mobile application to automatically detect the accidents and notifies emergency. So we are providing also this. And to sum up also, in addition to this, we are starting a new B2C like yearly subscription. It's about 150 dirham, like 15 USD dollar, to have access to emergency rescue and to have also like medical assistance over a mobile application. So today we are focusing on B2B because we can scale up quickly. Yes, sir, please go ahead.
Because my question was about the difference between the device and the phone. So you are saying that in fact, there are the lights that is the specific thing for Kasky, but all other things we find them in the phone.
Yeah, there's only just few things in the phone regarding the behavior. For example, to give you some KPIs on the phone, you can also get the speed, for example, the speed before turning. But regarding the device, you can get more data. Okay, and our business also is based on data. On this device, you can get like up and down movement. We can qualify the road quality. We can detect any jumps. We can detect many additional data over this device. Okay, for example,
we can detect that also on the phone because
yes,
the phone that we have the
accelerometer and gyroscope as well, of course, but the data is not really, the accuracy is huge. Yeah, absolutely, exactly. At the same time, you cannot get, for example, when you have your phone in your pockets or somewhere, the accelerometer is at all accurate. But this device is much accurate. Just to give you another idea, for example, in Marrakesh, we have as a customer the region.
Before the time is up, could you tell me how we command the lights to light left and right on the device?
Yeah, you have two jobs, and the first one is over the GPS navigation, over the mobile application. For example, before commuting, I'm going from E to B, then you get your GPS, and automatically we know when you have to turn left or right, and then we activate this. But if you change your direction, then we just update the path and we command this. That's really easy. And this one also can be connected with motorcycle. So we connect the motorcycle signals with this device as well.
Okay.
All right. I think the time is up now. Thank you very much, juries, for the questions and your feedback. Thank you very much, Abid, and all the best to you. I request all the juries to please proceed on scoring the startup, and we'll be back after scoring. Thank you very much. And with that, we have come to our last startup for today. The last startup that we'll be presenting today is Take Solutions, and this will be presented by Mr. Hamza. Hamza, are you here? Hamza? Mr. Hamza? I do not hear a yes from this startup. Kindly please give us about a minute and we'll be back after contacting the startup. Thank you very much, juries, and apologies for the delay. All right, juries, I would like to inform you that we just received an email from the participant for Take Solutions. They wouldn't be participating for the competition. They backed out last minute. Therefore, we will not be considering their application for the competition. So with that, we have come to the end of the Morocco chapter of the virtual pitch competition. That is the AIM Startup Pitch Competition. Please allow us to please go ahead and tally the scores for all the 3 startups that presented today, and we will be back with the winner shortly. Thank you very much, juries, for your cooperation, and thank you to all the startups. We wish you all the best, and we'll be back in a bit. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
right, and with that, we have come to the end of the Morocco pitch competition. We've tallied the scores and we'll be announcing the winner shortly. But before we announce the winner, I would like the juries to please come on stage and please give a few words about the competition and some few pointers for the startups to keep in mind in future. Mr. Nofal and Mr. Ismail, could you please come on stage? Mr. Nofal, would you like to begin?
Yes, it was a pleasure to be a judge today because of the quality of the startup that they presented. So thank you guys. It was amazing what we had today. So you did already a great job. Keep going and good luck for the competition in Dubai.
Mr. Ismail, there's an issue with your audio, please.
Same issue.
Yes, Mr. Ismail, are you talking? Yeah, I think there's an. No, we're still hearing the disturbance.
Maybe if you used the mic before the audio, maybe you could use the wire again.
Mr. Ismail, are you in a better space now? I think you're still facing an issue.
Is it better now?
Yes, now
Okay.
it's better. Perfect.
Okay, thank you. So I just want to thank the AIM team for giving us this opportunity, and also warm thank and the encouragement to all the startups. I think they have presented the great ideas and great future companies. I wish them all the best, and I think that they are all like their ideas are coming from personal stories or something that the problem that you have identified that they want to resolve. And this is I think what the investment community is looking for is a problem solving solution which can go upscale worldwide and to be scaled up over across the countries. And as what was mentioned by one of the presenters, Morocco just the beginning. It's just a small market compared to billions of consumers around the world. And I really encourage them to come up with concepts, with the business ideas that can be scaled up. This is actually, I think, the key of success. They have the skills, they have the presentation skills, they have been actually showing some results, some concrete results, and this is very encouraging. But I just want to emphasize that we are living in a global world, and concepts, ideas, or business should be global and should be considered as such. So as a final note, thank you very much, everyone, and I hope all the success for the winner, of course, and for all of you in your endeavor. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to all the juries for your kind words, and thank you so much for actually taking out your time and being a part of this competition. And without any further ado, I would like to have the honor of announcing the winner for today's competition. Overall, I think we had a very competitive pool of contestants today, and all the participants were amazing in their own way. And they all have demonstrated their respective strengths and unique propositions in the sectors they operate in. All right, so we are ready now to announce the winner for the Morocco Virtual Startup Pitch Competition, and the winner that will be representing AIM, that will be representing Morocco at the AIM Digital 2020 next week is Kaski. Do we have Mr. Abid over here?
Yeah, thank you so much. It's an
You're
honor.
welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Congratulations. Would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, I'm just happy to meet all the other startups. It's first time to discover ERM because we really need this. I have experienced the same experience before, so I think it's really something crazy. Regarding the other person, I have met him, but I didn't have the chance to speak to him. Also, I need to build some house like what he do. So I think he's really a good guy too. Dear Ismail and Nofel, thanks a lot for your trust. I hope to be to honor Morocco, and we just hope to make a world a better place by saving more lives. That's our mission. That's why we wake up every morning. I think this is the point. This is the key. It's to believe what we do and to have a big mission. As Ismail say, we have to make something worldwide and not only local. And this is our vision. So thanks a lot. And everybody just keep pushing. I think Morocco, it's becoming something huge in terms of innovation, in terms of entrepreneurship. So thanks again. And thank you. That's all. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Abid, and congratulations to you again. By the way, startups, I would like to inform you that this is not the end. We still have a second segment for you all to be a part of at AIM, and that is through Global Technopreneur. Now, this is a competition that has been completely conceptualized by Microsoft for startups. So for more information, please log on to www.aimcongress.com. All the information about Global Tech will be given to you on that. Should you face any issues, please feel free to contact the AIM team for the same. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for all being a part of the competition. On behalf of the co-organizers, Moroccan Startup Ecosystem, Catalyst, MCEC, and Islamic Development Bank, we would like to express our sincere gratitude and appreciation to the AIM team and the UAE's Ministry of Economy for the opportunity to host the Moroccan chapter of the AIM Startups Virtual Pitch Competition. The annual investment meeting is scheduled to take place next week on October 20th till the 22nd. So for more information and updates on latest developments of the AIM event, please stay tuned to www.aimcongress.com. For everyone's information, a replay of today's event will be made available on the annual investment meetings YouTube channel in due course. Thank you once again, everyone, and have a great evening.
The world is a constant flux of new global economies and evolving technologies. In line with the UAE vision for the next 50 years, AIM Digital, the first digital edition of the annual investment meeting, with a theme reimagining economies, the move towards a digital, sustainable and resilient future, will showcase the most attractive investment opportunities for people from over 170 countries. Join AIM Digital from 20 to 22 October. Visit aimcongress.com.